Welcome back to another episode of the one and only Rec Talk Podcast. And like I said before, make sure y'all like and subscribe. We're on YouTube, we're on Spotify, we're on Apple Music. Wherever you get your podcast from, come lock in with your boy. Come lock in with your boy. Listen, man, we on the way to over 2,000 downloads. And that's crazy cause I believe I really got into my consistent bag this time around. But like I said, like, subscribe, share, have this on everyone, because this is going to be a good episode. We're going to get into some shit. This is going to be a good episode. So right off the bat, let's get into it. Unless you've been living under a rock, you know what's going on with the Philly indictments. So, Philly rappers, FS the Bender, Yak Lola, Mir Pablo, and Sonny Goon, along with 19 others, have been charged and connected with more than 20 shootings in 2-year spans, leaving 35 victims, including a 5-year-old child. So, boom. This shit is crazy, but just no caution. This is not snitching. This information is already out. It's already out to the public. See what I'm saying? Don't be like, yo, Rack Talk Podcast, y'all working with the feds? No, this information has already been out. It's already been, you know what I'm saying, put out in the world. So we're good. So, let's unseal these indictments, dog. Let's read them down the way. So, they said at least 5 people affiliated with YBC was arrested earlier today as part of an indictment. This happened 5 days ago. 19 affiliates, rivals of YBC CCK, are expected to be arrested and charged in the following days of 22 shootings and 5 homicides. So, the police believe they saw the murders of Qua, T.O., Booga, and J100. They believe that these 4 murders, victims, have all been solved. They said a nigga named Crazy Ron, Pistol P, G Wick, they've been charged with the murder of J100. That's fucking insane. These niggas are really fucking murderers. Like, niggas are out there really taking niggas' lives like it's fucking nothing. On to the next one. They said Mirror Stacks from YFA, they say that's called Young Face Rangers, and Baby Yacht YBC have been charged with the murders of Qua, 55 Qua, and Booga, 2 more murders. They say the rapper Sonny Goon, CCK, has been charged with 4 non-fatal shootings. They said FS Bender has been charged with 3 non-fatal shootings that occurred on Parkside after they killed the boy T.O. They said also, this is all I got this all from the federal documents. You could look up federal documents, bro. Just I got his information. They said the boy Haas from P&B has also been charged with the murder of 55 Qua. He was allegedly the one who lured him outside by texting Qua from a female page pretending to be her. They said Tatiana Edwards has also been charged because he let the nigga use her Instagram. They said Hazza Curry, YBC has been charged with also the murder. Who texted me? Of course, so that's another one. I'm not going to respond. Listen, Chad, we don't respond to negativity. But they also said that the boy, Mayor Pablo, could have been a part of this. Mayor Pablo, like dude said, he went road. So maybe he gave all this shit up. I don't know. But they said back in 2024, after being arrested of the murder, told detectives he was just there, that Yak Loda was responsible for the murder of Reefy. His cousin Baby Up was also arrested for the crime Mayor Pop told on him. Damn. You think niggas really telling on their family, dog? Listen, man, this street shit is overrated. I wouldn't even get in the mix if I was y'all niggas. I'd stay on the sidewalk, you know what I'm saying? But continue. They say the boy Waters, YBC, has also been charged in connection of a shooting on December 8th, 2025, when a 24-year-old man was shot repeatedly. He was only a few months having just been released from federal custody last summer. Damn, he just got out last summer, and he already doing this. Also, they said the boy WAP, have been charged with the murder of money-making Chio. He also been charged with separate shootings in 2044 that took place at the same location where J100 was killed. Alright, my stepdad got in the house. He turned on a fucking alarm. And they said Sonny Goon from CCK, and Honcho Cooley are both charged with shooting in South Philly that took place after D-Glow. So they tried to get back. Okay, watch out for these niggas. They say Hefe and Sonny Goon have both been charged with 3 shootings that took place within a month after his brother Buka shot and killed, trying to get back for his brother. Alright. They say G Wick from CCK has also been charged with the murder of J100 and also been charged with the murder of a 65-year-old man, Muhammad Mahab Rahim outside of Masjid on 69th Street with a tip. How you gonna try to rob a nigga for his car? Listen, some of these niggas might need jail. These niggas are criminals. Some of these niggas really might need jail. Also, Mayor Stacks has also been charged with the shooting of an 8-year-old girl in the head and a 20-year-old man shot in the shootout in 2020 with YFA4, who also with multiple shootings. God damn. He also was charged with 2 shootings that took place on 30th and Wallace on October 2022. God damn. He also was charged with the shooting that took place a week after J100. God damn. He also was charged with shooting of PSK. God damn. He also was charged with the murder of Buka. Yo, this nigga Mayor Stacks, listen, he's active. And I'm actively stay away from niggas like him. These niggas are criminals. We're not done yet, y'all. Baby Yop and Honcho have both been charged for October 10th shooting where they shot at each other. Oh, shit. These niggas are shooting at each other. God damn. Okay. They also said, my fault, y'all. Yak Yola is charged with shooting of Overbrook LMG in 2022 where 40 shots were fired. FS Ben is also charged with the shooting. He's also charged with the murder of Reefy. He's also charged with another shooting that took place on the same block that Reefy was killed on Parks 3 months later. Little Bear is also charged with the shooting. His pledge is to plead guilty after for the murder of Reefy, since his co-defendant, Bear Pablo, told on him. Damn, yeah, he's overcooked. Oh my God, okay. Baby Yop, he's back again. Listen, Baby Yop, my fault, big bro. He's also charged with the murder of Reefy, so they saying that nigga was there. Also, they saying Paulie from 3900 is charged for the shooting that occurred on October 5th, 2023 on the 600 block of Brooklyn Street where a 20-year-old man was shot. Damn, the day before Baby Yak also, YBC talks about this shot in the song. Oh my God. They said they got YBC doing the song. But, RIP YBC Do, they also said YBC Do has not been named a suspect in any shootings or murders. His name has brought up any indictments. Hey, slide or provide. You know what dude was doing. Dude was sliding or providing. Okay. After reading all them indictments, man, let's get into some stats. Philly murder rate in 2020 was 499. We peaked at 562 in 2021 and 516 in 2022. Do y'all remember living in Philly during that time, bro? That shit was a fucking, war zone, bro. You couldn't even, step outside for nothing, bro. That type shit is dangerous. That type shit is not safe. You got killed for washing your clothes. You got killed for Uber Eats, Uber driving. Couldn't even walk your dog. These niggas was dead-ass dropping niggas every day during that time period. And I guess the feds wanted to sit on these niggas because they said they figured these murders out. And they sat on them niggas for a minute. Do I think, listen, bro, my honest opinion on this shit, bro, just leave the streets alone, bro. At one point, all these niggas was friends. And then a nigga died and you had to pick a side. But this is not right, man. All these murders, I hope all these niggas, if they didn't do it, I hope they beat the case. If they did do it, you live by the sword and you die by the sword, man. But yeah, this indictment hit the streets like a fucking wave, dog. Damn. Listen, but I'm just a messenger. Don't come cook me. Rec Talk Podcast, don't come cook me. We support all Philly rappers, who's trying to make it out. Drill rappers, hey, I'm going to play y'all music, but don't involve us. We're just listeners. We're just listeners and bystanders. But, more to come as the indictments go and more charges be filled. But these niggas are probably getting football numbers. But as I say, on to the next topic. World War III question mark. Listen, that nigga Trump is on some shit. So let me give y'all the rundown. On February 28th, 2026, the United States and Israel united an Operation Epic Fury that strikes targeted Iran nuclear facilities, ballistic missile sites, and government leaderships. Most significantly, Iran state media confirmed the death of Supreme Leader Ayatollah Ali Khamenei. I just murdered that name on March 1st following the strike. So basically, U.S. don't like niggas having nuclear weapons besides them. So they dropped a bomb on them niggas and end up murking their leader. Their supreme leader got murked. But there's also more. The conflict follows on a period of extreme internal instability in Iran, where mass anti-government protests were met with a violent crackdown. The U.S. and Israel cited the exhaustion of diplomacy and I'm reading this off a paper. I'm not gonna lie to y'all. These niggas don't know what the fuck they say. And the imminent threat of a nuclear-armed Iran as a primary. Okay, so it's the same shit. So don't have nuclear weapons. The USA do not want niggas to have nuclear weapons. So basically, to sum it up for y'all little slow niggas. Niggas clicked up. USA and who clicked up with? Not Iraq. Hold on. Who we click up with? Israel. Yeah, we clicked up with not Iran. We clicked up with Israel. We clicked up with Israel. We clicked up because them niggas clicked up and started bombing shit. But they made a joint operation on February 28th, targeted several high-ranking officials. The death of, they already said they killed that nigga. So basically, did Iran get back? Iran responded by launching ballistic missiles and drones at U.S. base in Iraq, Qatar, and Birmingham, as well as a civilian instruction station in the UAE and Israel. So basically, Iran started bombing shit back. They said, "I got us fucked up. We're gonna bomb shit back." Trump said, hold on. Because he ended up killing a new leader again. 24 hours after he was appointed, a leader, Trump got back again. Listen, these niggas are on OD. These niggas are definitely OD. I'm not gonna lie to y'all niggas. But how do I do all this? I feel like it's a power vacuum. The death of a leader could lead to some domestic and civil war shit, especially in that land. You know, it's not America. Where the president died, we just get somebody else. We get the vice president. But over there, they fight for the power. But also multiple Iranian Navy vessels have been destroyed by the U.S. Navy while the Strait of Hormuz remains technically opened. So even on the ocean front, they trying to get us. But, you know what I'm saying, we ain't on none of that shit. How do I believe this will turn out? Yeah, this will turn out bad, bro. Chat, why did my phone just die mid-record? So I had to combine these two videos together. But like I was saying, bro, World War III, hopefully we don't get it, because I'm 25, turning 26. Excuse me. And I don't want to be in no war. I like my life. I like the sun. I like going outside. I like making money. I don't want to be in the trenches. I don't want to be packed up with the toolie tool on me. I don't want that to happen. I do not want that to happen. But on to the next topic. You know, we running through these joints, bro. I got so many topics for y'all. Black success is my next one. Shout out to the one and only Michael B. Jordan, a.k.a. Wallace, a.k.a. Killmonger, a.k.a. Adonis Creed, a.k.a. Vince Howard, a.k.a. Oscar Grant, and most recently, a.k.a. Smoke and Stack. So, yesterday, at the Actors Award, outstanding performance of male acting lead role went to no other than Michael B. Jordan. Michael B. Jordan beat out Timothy Chalamet for Marty Supreme. He beat out Leonardo DiCaprio for One Battle After Another. He beat out Ethan Hawke for Blue Moon. He beat out Jesse Plemons. I never seen this film before, but it's called Bonagi. But listen, man, Michael B. Jordan is a phenomenal artist. I said artist, actor. His role in Sinners, his role in general, he's been built for this, bro. He's been built for this shit. And I could tell y'all, shout out to Ryan Coogler. Bro, I'm kind of shocked, bro, because, like, they don't really be giving us, like, black moments for actors. Like, I'm surprised he didn't get snubbed. Bro. Like, let's just talk about just his masterclass, bro. With Sinners. In his last film, Sinners, he played identical twins, my nigga. And identical twins, which is the ultimate test for an actor. He's playing two people and have two different characteristics. He didn't just change his clothes. He had to change his soul. He had to change his mindset, his walk, his talk. Smoke is internal, restrained, and moves with the weight of trauma. Stack is strong, bravado, loud, the energy. He had to act against himself for months. Like, you know how hard it is? Like, bro, imagine being two different people every fucking day. He had to do that for a whole movie. But that's not even just it. As he acts, he picked roles where he's emotionally vulnerable. For example, what the fuck he did, in Creed, Adonis Creed, he took boxing for a tough guy and turned it into a son who's, like, fucking sad because he can never get his dad's approval. He can never get, and all he wants is his dad, and I'm proud of him. But, in the first Rocky movie, his dad died. Let's move on from that. He also was, who was he? He was Wallace in The Wire. This is way, way back. He was Wallace in The Wire. When he was, just taking care of his life in dirty-ass West Baltimore, taking care of all them kids, his siblings. He didn't want to be in the game, but the game found him. He found the game, and the game made him realize that this shit is darker. He make these characters like this, bro, and his acting has always been top tier. Let's also go with Killmonger. He made a villain so sympathetic that the audience actually debated if he was right. You know you're a good actor, right, when you're playing the bad role, and they still think you're right. He plays her better than anyone else almost, making you care, even though the character is doing wrong. He still makes you care. Also, man, that nigga got a transform his body for these roles. For Creed, he trained like a professional athlete. For Sinners, he had to balance the physicality of two different men who were World War I veterans. Come on, man. And then they always compare it. Him and Denzel. He moves like a young Denzel. He knows how to command the fucking room. He knows how to hold everybody locked in for 30 fucking seconds, even more. And then the range. He has an amazing range. He went from, like I said before, he went from innocent Wallace to calculated Killmonger to a sociopathical twins, man. Like, he's just good, dog. He's just good, man. Overall, this is a great award. He has to be a front runner for the Oscars. If he's not, I don't know, but he definitely should win. What he said? What's that award called? Definitely Actor of the Year. Sinners should win Movie of the Year too. But nah, shout out to Michael B. Jordan. Also shout out to Ryan Coogler. I think that he never had a movie without Michael B. Jordan. I think he never had a movie without Michael B. Jordan. I believe that Coogler always believed in Mike Talent. I believe that all the movies they did together, they did Fruitvale Station, they did Creed, they did Black Panther, they did Sinners. And then it's just black ownership, bro. I believe that Cougar and Jordan negotiated a deal where the rights to the movie revert back to Cougar after 25 years. I feel like that Cougar is Michael B. Jordan's cheat code. Like, if he wants to make a saga, go get Michael. And like, but we never seen that type shit in like acting work. But we have an actor that only picks. I mean, a director that only picks. Yo, he needs to be my role. He needs to do this. He needs to be the one, and that's perfect, bro. That is fucking perfect. I believe they should keep going. But I'm going to leave that right here. Because like I said, we got a lot of more topics to get into. I'm probably going to give y'all 2 more topics that I've been thinking about. But, you know, we're going to keep going. I can't wait to the Oscars. But let me go back. I can't wait to the Oscars. I can't wait for that because that's going to be amazing. That is going to be amazing. But, you know, let's get into some sports real quick, y'all. The Eagles, they acting weird, dog. They said they want a top pick and a top 100 pick for A.J. Brown. Do I think he's worth it? Fuck yeah. Will my team go get him? I hope so. On to the next. The Texans are making moves over there in the AFC. I don't know why the Lions moved on from the boy David Montgomery, but it's like that happens. Let me see. Let me put up the full trade for y'all niggas. Do 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 do. And here we go. Oh wait, now also Dallas Goedert is leaving the Eagles? Question mark. We get to that later. Bro, it's crazy. I just had that shit in. There we go. I just had that shit in my notes. And my notes just fucking vanished on me out of nowhere in the middle of me talking. The Lions are trading David Montgomery to the Texans for offensive lineman and I believe a 5th pick. All it took was a 5th. So they said, who's stopping this offense? C.J. Stroud, David Montgomery, Woody Marks, Nico Collins, Jaden Higgins, Tank Bell, Julian Knowles, and Dalton Schultz. Nigga, the first name y'all said is stopping us. I ain't trusting C.J. Stroud at all. Y'all can trust that nigga. But I ain't trusting that nigga. Fuck him. On to another one. Khalil Mack is officially returning to the NFL and won't retire. He will be resigning with the Chargers. But he want to hit free agency. Let's see where he go. Come to the Patriots. Marshawn Lattimore has also been released. Mike Evans has decided does he want to go to he's looking at the Eagles and the Bills. I think the Bills is a fit for him. I feel like the Eagles are, if they're talking about trying to get Mike Evans, that means that A.J. Brown is out the picture. And please, he don't want to be there no more. A.J. Brown don't want to be around y'all niggas no more. Let him come home. Let him come home, man. Let him come home. He already fuck with Mike Verbal. Let him come home. Also, back at it again. Veteran tight end Dallas Goedert will definitely be moving on from the Eagles, they say. He be testing the market. Let's see where he go. Tyreek Hill. The Patriots have been monitoring Tyreek Hill. Listen, if we get Tyreek Hill, and we get A.J. Brown, and we get Isaiah Likely, listen, I'll meet y'all in the Super Bowl next year. I'll meet you niggas in the Super Bowl next year. Hey, I'll meet you niggas in the Super Bowl next year. All I'm saying, but let's focus on some NBA news. Jason Tatum could be returning on Friday. Do I think he's rushing? And we're going to see. But, as the season coming to a end, you have the Pistons with a 4-game lead on number 1 stand for the East with 45-14, with the Celtics right there with 41-20. Over to the West, you have the Thunder with a strong hole run. About 4 games on the Spurs, 47-15 and 43-17. Rockets are in 3rd. Timberwolves are in 4th. Lakers are in 5. Lakers are in 6. And Nuggets are in 5. like I said, I'm still listen. I can't leave my pick. My pick was the Knicks already, so I can't hold them niggas. I can't just backdoor them niggas. But look, wait, time. How do y'all feel about the fucking they got been like 72 game rule or 65 games? Is K Cunningham about to get awarded a hair nigga MVP? I hope not, because he deserves it. He's one of the best players this season. But Jaylen Brown been snapping. Jokic been snapping. SGA, he been snapping. But also, news has broken out about how much LeBron James can be making on a farewell tour price. Let me put a number up. And they're trying to bid on this nigga, like bidding wars. They said media executives estimated that streaming rights for LeBron James' eventual farewell tour can reach over to $40 million to $75 million in a competitive bidding war. The potential windfalls allows him to theoretically sign for a veteran minimum while still earning max money on the court. So they said you can sign a vet minimum, but nigga, we're gonna pay you to let us stream it. I'm trying to tell y'all, bro, streaming's gonna take over the world. You might can only watch LeBron games on Peacock or some shit, nigga, or Netflix or some shit. So that's gonna be the fucking crazy part. Listen, ain't nobody going out like Bron. That man, they're paying. They ain't do this for Kobe. They ain't do this for Kobe. That shit said $40 to $75 million in streaming bids. That's why I said this not gonna be LeBron last season. LeBron wants to be celebrated. LeBron wants to be appreciated. LeBron wants to be honored. And that's gonna happen. But y'all, we covered a boatload of topics. I believe this might be a half an hour podcast. Almost. I think we had 28 minutes. Cracking about to be 30. But like I said, man, always keep sharing my shit. Always keep sharing my podcast all around. Love y'all. Make sure y'all repost this. It's going to be out for y'all tomorrow at 11:30 on all platforms. Appreciate y'all for listening. Please share. Rag Talk Podcast. We out.